Today, Mayor Muriel Bowser unveiled her proposed budget for D.C. Several groups of district workers, including firefighters and childcare workers, could see their pay frozen or even cut. The budget also calls for a one-year pause on people being able to apply for paid medical leave in D.C. Mayor Bowser says they had to find places to cut funds to make up for a $1 billion gap. News 4's Aimee is working for you to break down all of the impacts.
Well, first off, people's property and business taxes will stay the same and Medicaid will also remain. But the mayor is proposing a number of cuts that could impact a lot of people here in the district.
The budget slashes funds for the pay equity program for D.C. childcare workers, which basically means they could see pay cuts. And the budget calls for no pay raises for D.C. firefighters and other non-union employees.
Groceries, everything you look at is getting more expensive, and that puts pressure on our workers, and we need wage increases to help account for that.
The district is by no means broke. You can't have $2 billion in the bank and be broke. But what we are and what we need to be is more strategic about how we grow and how we spend.
As for childcare workers in the district, the D.C. government created the Pay Equity Program 5 years ago to give childcare workers more money. Educare in Ward 7 says thanks to the extra funds, they were able to raise average teacher salaries from about $62,000 to $75,000 a year. Without those funds, they worry they'll have to either cut pay, raise tuition prices, or do layoffs.
We believe that teachers are the architect of children's brains, and we would not treat architects like this the way we treat teachers.
With the Pay Equity Fund, I was able to afford housing. I was able to afford basic necessity. I didn't have to worry about living paycheck to paycheck.
Today, Mayor Bowser said her office views childcare subsidies as a better and more sustainable way of supporting the childcare system and bringing down costs for families, rather than giving money directly to the Pay Equity Fund.
We're paying all this money, but we're not getting more affordable.
As for the big picture of the D.C. budget, why was there a $1.1 billion gap this year? Mayor Bowser's office says it was due in part to increased Medicaid costs, more overtime for public service workers, higher retirement contributions, increased SNAP administrative costs, and rent and energy bills going up for D.C. buildings. Other proposed cuts in the budget include less funding for the Temporary Assistance for Needy Families Employment Program, no new spots in the Rapid Rehousing Program, and cuts to paid medical leave, no new claims for 1 year. The budget does increase spending for other things, like tutoring and school funding, hiring police officers, tax incentives for grocery stores, neighborhood development, building new bridge or temporary housing, finding a new home for Children's National Hospital and the D.C. Archives, building a new jail and fire station, and improving transportation at the new RFK Stadium site.
Now, the budget is not a done deal yet. The D.C. Council still has to hold public hearings and multiple votes, and then after the council approves the budget around the end of June, it then has to get approval from Congress. Back to you.
Our thanks to Aimee for that report. Councilmember Janice Lewis, who is running for mayor, was the only council member not present at the budget briefing today. Her campaign office tells News 4 she had a previously scheduled appointment that could not be changed after Mayor Bowser changed the original date for the budget rollout. The council member's office also says she will be able to question the administration on the budget later during public hearings.